I'm gay, and that's that. So, if you didn't know, surprise! If you did know, then awesome, you have common sense. So this video is going to be about the importance of coming out. I said in my fashion haul that in San Francisco I did something really fun that was really nerve-wracking, even though it shouldn't have been. Well, I guess I had right to be, but I formally came out to my parents. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, why would you have to? Is it not obvious? And for most cases it really is. Like, there are people who still ask me and I'm just like, are you dumb, deaf, and blind? How could you not know? I mean, whatever. Last Friday, when I was in San Francisco, I came out to my parents formally. They obviously already knew, and my little brother was there as well, but he also already knew as well. But it's still a nerve-wracking process when you actually do it formally, more to your family members than to your friends. Like, my friends have always known, I've always known. I wasn't one of those, like, you know, oh, you didn't find out when you were 13 or whatever. No, I've always known, and it's pretty apparent as well. My parents were okay with it, obviously. Like, there's no way they couldn't be. Now, if you didn't know, you are probably dumb, deaf, and blind, or you're just genuinely a good person who doesn't like to judge. You are not the second option. To me, it's important that I formally came out to my parents because it was at a point where we were just walking around eggshells, where they would say some things, or I would be careful saying other things, when it was obviously freaking apparent that we both knew. So it was more so of a formality than actually, you know, it being a huge shocker and surprise. And I also would like to recognize that, fortunately, I've been extremely blessed, and I'm one of the lucky ones who didn't have to go through many hardships, who didn't have to go through really that much bullying, not that much misunderstanding from family. I had it genuinely pretty easy, which is something that I'm extremely thankful for because that's not something a lot of people get. I really feel that when it comes to coming out, it's all about timing. You know, you really have to maybe even research it, watch YouTube videos from other people coming out, you know, read gay voices on Huffington Post, really look into it, because if you're coming out at the age of like 14, 15, when maybe your parents aren't as understanding, if push came to shove, you know, you wouldn't want to be in a situation where you probably wouldn't be at home anymore, or where you would have to change your living conditions, education conditions. You may just probably want to wait it out just for a little bit, even if it kind of sucks at the moment, just for your own well-being. If you're like me, then you're kind of just shoved into it, and you're just like, listen, there's just no way to hide it. In a way, I found that kind of as a blessing, because I didn't have to go through that whole, like, pretending, you know, being gay, but pretending to be straight, and then actually fitting that stereotype, because then I feel it's 10 times harder for you to actually come out that way, because it's something that was totally unexpected. So that was something that I would rather have gone through kind of a little bit of the bullying and a little bit of the, you know, negativity just put out there and just dealt with it, and then now it's like, alright, you know, I don't have to, it doesn't have to be a shock every single time I say it. It's more so just kind of obvious. Another good thing that I liked about me being obviously not straight is the fact that I immediately knew, for the most part, who my friends are going to be and who are not going to be my friends. Who are going to judge me for the way I am, and who was going to not accept me for the way that I am. Which is definitely not something that you could, you know, always pull off if you actually do, you know, get to play the straight card. If you're not one of those very lucky people who, you know, can just say it and not have to suffer any repercussions for it, then, you know, just know that it is all about timing, and it's all about when it's right for you. And for example, even though I said I've known since I was in 5th grade, and everyone's always known, and I'm 21 now, and I just said it a week ago, it's when everything lined up, and it's when everything felt right. So it really just, it's all about timing. And if that means that you have to wait until you're on your deathbed at 99 years old, then that's what it means. And you just have to make sure that you're happy. You know, if if you were to come out and you're not happy, then that kind of defeats the purpose of coming out. It's something that's very important to me anyways, that I do so that I can be true to myself. And at this point I was being true to myself in front of everyone else except my family, which isn't really fair because family is supposed to be the one part that will be there for you no matter what. So it was important for me to actually do this and not walk around eggshells with them anymore. And if for some reason you're one of those people that really didn't honestly know without me saying condescending things to you, then now you know. If you're cool with that, then perfect. And if you're not cool with that, then somehow I'm gonna make it without you. A lot of stuff goes into the thought process of coming out. If your friend comes out to you and they're like, oh, well, why didn't you tell me sooner? It's all about the timing. And so maybe that isn't exactly what your friend wants to hear. Why didn't you tell me sooner? It's maybe just, be supportive and say thank you, or, don't worry about it. And if they still want to keep it a secret and you're the first one to know, just keep it a secret. Understand that you are the person that they trusted to tell. Don't subtweet it. Don't go on Facebook and say, oh, a really good close friend of mine just told me something very important. I love you more. Like, they don't want something like that. They will post it themselves if they want something like that out there. Don't take offense if your friend kind of wants to stay back from you a little bit afterwards. Maybe he or she is a little bit scared and they understand that you are their best friend, but they just don't know how you're going to react about it. So sometimes it's a little bit better if you shoot them a text or call them and just let them know, hey, we're still really good friends. If you want to take your time and space and just hang back for a few days, then I totally understand. But if you want to go get coffee or something, I'm totally here. Don't always be so quick to hook your best gay friends up. Maybe this person who just told you is still really trying to come to terms with it themselves. They just feel they had to tell someone. Don't say, oh, I have this other gay friend that you're going to totally love and you're going to be best friends. It's like, no. Something for me was actually not only coming to terms with myself that I was gay, but hanging out with other gay people wasn't actually the first thing I wanted to do. So just keep that in consideration, that this is really a decision that they made, that they probably have put so much thought and energy, and it's consumed them for so long, that it really is just that consideration of knowing that that is their space, that is their time. That's when they decided to tell you. A link below will be to the Trevor Project in case you need it. It's a hotline helping LGBTQ youth through suicide prevention, absolutely everything. Everything from homelessness, suicide prevention, anything that anyone could ever possibly need. If this is you watching my first video, I upload videos usually every single Monday, so the link will be, this is going to be on Facebook, so just click anywhere. And you can subscribe, and you can like, and you can comment down below, and you can follow me on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram and all that good stuff that's going to be down there. And yeah, watch my videos. They come out every single Monday, I think. And that's about it. Bye.